and now I have 3 pair of gloves on. So from my last ride last week, I learned that I need one more pair of gloves. I had a very thin skin tight glove and then my motorcycle glove on top of it, but I got my lesson and I was feeling the cold at the back of my hand and the tip of the fingers, so then I decided to have 3 pair of them. And honestly, it's not that bad. It's working. My hand movements are a bit slower, and today is very windy, right? It's very windy, and people are gonna see me and say he's crazy. I am crazy. Like, honestly, I told myself, think again before you ride. You want to ride today? And then finally I made my mind. I decided to just have a short ride. Anyway, the topic today is that why shouldn't you buy a GoldWing? Most of you guys already know me, and you know that I'm a very positive person, and I love everyone having a GoldWing, or I love seeing every rider ride on a GoldWing. But the truth is that GoldWing is not for everyone, and the biggest reason maybe that I'm saying that is because it costs a lot of money, right? So if you're not financially prepared, don't think about the GoldWing. GoldWing is a very expensive bike. Okay, someone is calling me, but I don't have my headset, so I can't answer. It's all right. The bike itself is expensive, but it's all right. I mean, still you might afford it. But think about it, that when it comes to the GoldWing, accessories are super expensive. Let's say you add lights, food pegs, or what else? Cup holder. Like if you add camera for your safety to the bike, right? And you change the mirrors, for example. Like, all those things gonna cost money, and not gonna cost a little. It's gonna cost a lot of money, right? Because accessories for GoldWings are expensive, as I said. Look, I'm planning to add a trunk. Mine doesn't have a trunk, right? And the trunk gonna cost me, I think over 2,000 Canadian dollar, or yeah, I mean, including installation and taxes, I guess. So isn't it a lot of money for adding a trunk? And that's by Honda. When it comes to the third parties, things can get a lot more expensive. Yeah, you're not paying much maybe when it comes to the maintenance. Maybe, right? I'm not sure, but you still have a lot of expenses. The price of the bike itself, insurance, accessories. At some point anyone adds accessories, right? Someone needs something and adds it up, and that's gonna add to the price. That's number one reason, and the biggest reason maybe. The other thing that you shouldn't buy a GoldWing is that if you're not into the touring, you know, let's say you're not into touring, like, you at least should get out of like a couple of 1,000 kilometers a year out of your bike and some long distances, right? If you don't, then don't consider GoldWing. I mean, it's expensive bike, and when you buy it, you spend the money, you need to ride it, right? So if you are a person who doesn't go far, just don't buy. Like, there are so many other bikes, other good bikes around, that if you're riding just maybe a couple of 1,000 kilometers in a year, you can consider those ones. Oh, okay, let's go here. Why shouldn't you buy a GoldWing? Why shouldn't you buy a GoldWing? The other thing can be that you shouldn't buy GoldWing if you are not, or if you are riding on unpaved road every now and then, or in your neighborhood. There is not, like, I mean, there are a lot of unpaved roads, right? A GoldWing doesn't like the road with no asphalt, so keep that in mind, and then GoldWing is not for you. But other than that, honestly, this is a great bike, right? And I wish I can see everyone riding one, but you know, it's not always the case. You can't, people are different, right? That's about us. We are all different. Some people are into touring, some people are not. Some people like to ride off-road, some people ride in dirt, some people ride in winter, some people ride in summer, and some people ride all year long, right? People are different. I'm happy with my decision regarding a GoldWing, and I think it suits me. But honestly, I can't tell about you. So just these three things, I guess. I don't think that there is anything else. Number one was money, financially being prepared, because as I said, GoldWing is expensive, and the accessories for GoldWings are expensive too. And the other reason was that if you are not into touring, then you are wasting your money, right? And the last one was that if you're riding sort of off-road, right? Not off-road, but if the roads in your area or where you ride often is not paved, right? But it's a cold day outside today, so that's about it, guys, for the why shouldn't you buy GoldWing, for the topic of the day. But now let me enjoy the ride. I mean, I enjoy my ride all the time, but you guys enjoy it as well. If you are planning to watch, if you have something else to do, the topic is over. Talk about topic is over. And yeah, not gonna be a very long ride for me. Just to warm myself up, feel the day, feel the cold, and go home fresh. This ride is about that, nothing more. And honestly, it's not that bad. I still feel the cold on top of my fingers. But it's not much. As soon as I'm bothered by the cold, I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna head back home. That's why I'm not going far in the winter. The bike shows that the weather is 0 degrees, but I think it's about -1 or -2, or maybe it's 0 degrees now, right? I'm not sure. When I left it was -1 or 2. But it's cold. To be honest, I mean, I don't feel much. I don't feel cold anywhere else except my fingers. But I have heated grips, so that helps a little bit maybe. Or maybe I should start playing with my fingers, right? Like this, move them to just keep them active. Yeah, let's try it. Da -da -da -da. Play music sort of thing. No, la, la. So, like, honestly, I love to stop for a coffee, but I'm not sure. It's a little bit cold. Not for me cold is standing outside. It's not about that, but I have, for my hands, I have gloves, and now I have to take all the gloves off. You know what? Let's forget the coffee. I go home for coffee. Yeah. It's all about the gloves. That's the only part. So like I have to take off all my gloves. 3 pair of gloves. Or at least I have to take a couple of them, right? And then also it's gonna be cold for my hands if I don't have gloves and standing outside drinking my coffee. So, you know, let's forget it. Let's forget it.